Welcome back to the Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and the Pictomancer Questline. Cruise Nick X with Arya Stormborn, Lord Fyrax,
Hello.
and Korlash.
I'm not here.
Last episode, we discovered who we're pursuing. Kupopo is seeking out his old friend Beruru, who he seemed to have gotten to an argument with and is trying to make amends. Meanwhile, our training proceeds apace. Our next quest is at level 85, and in between this episode and the last, if you're following as you go through the levels, you gain 2 new traits in this one. First and foremost, the enhanced smudge trait increases your movement speed after executing smudge, which is really helpful because it's essentially it essentially feels like a second sprint. Meanwhile, the Pictomancy Mastery 3 trait increases the potency of many of your Pictomancy spells. I'm not going to go into all of them because it'll most likely change by the time I get to this episode. Or at least by the time you watch this episode, I should say. Anywhoozy, let's move on with our next quest in the journey, the level 85 quest, the Crate Beyond. Aho! The maddened glint in your eyes, the abysmal posture of one who has produced too many works in far too little time. I can tell you've been training hard, Kupo. Your aura, too, has burgeoned since last we spoke, lending you the mysterious mien of an artist undergoing a wild and wonderful evolution. You think I'm making this up, do you? That I'm stringing together vaguely relevant affirming words? Oh, ye of little faith! Thank the matron! Exactly, Kupo! We should thank the matron for... Wait. All the best in Africa and her bounties, but why are we thanking her? I thank the matron we may speak before you depart, of course. I have someone here who wishes to express his gratitude. Our guardian friend has made a full recovery, and it is thanks to the horn you brought. Your selfless actions have saved my life. I know not how I can ever repay you. No need for that, Kupo. To see you hale and whole is repayment enough. I'm given to understand that you are searching for someone. A traveling painter. Indeed I am. Her name is Beruru, and she is my very best friend. Moved by your endeavor, I took the liberty of making inquiries among my comrades. Alas, none recall having seen such an individual. As patrolling the border is one of our chief duties, we would have noted if your friend passed through. My apologies, we could not be of aid. I see. Still, to have confirmation that Beruru wasn't here is helpful. Thank you, Kupo. Was the least I could do for my saviors. Now we must attend our next meeting, but I wish you well on the journey ahead. Where could Beruru be? We may not have found any clues here, but with some luck, we'll find her at our next destination, Kugane. Getting there, however, will prove a challenge. Unless you visited the Far East before, Chris. Yep. Wonderful! That makes our lives much easier, Kupo. Now listen closely. I have here a lovingly crafted and blessedly breathable hempen sack. I want you to stuff me inside and teleport me to Kugane with you. You needn't gawp. It's a well-considered request. While I may not be replete with teleportation anima like you, I can tag along as one of your belongings. So, stuff me in the sack. I can take it, Kupo.
So, are you gonna put the Moogle in the sack?
Well, I am now carrying a Kupopo-sized sack, so... yeah. It would be prudent to handle your burden with the utmost care until such time as you reach Kugane. Though I may find it hard because I still haven't forgiven those Moogles back in Mogholm. But oh well, off to Kugane. All right. The Kupopo-sized sack is wiggling rigorously. That just sounds dirty. Ah, what a peaceful nap that was, Kupo. And I see we've arrived safely in Kugane. This city is as impossibly picturesque as ever. Why, when I first arrived here with Beruru and Jankentalak, I thought we were in a waking dream, Kupo. We were all fascinated by Far Eastern art, especially the bright, bold presentation of the ukiyo-e paintings. It was a treat to view so many pieces up close. What of you, Chris? What do you recall most vividly about your first visit here? How furious I was at a conniving Namazu. Don't want to kick them too. Those pop-eyed pests are nothing but trouble if you ask me. They think they can get away with all manner of mischief and look cute doing it. But only moguls should be able to do that, Kupo! Still, to meet such unusual creatures, walking, talking fishfolk, would have stirred your imagination to no end. And you have your journey to thank for the experience. Right then, I'd like to begin searching for Beruru, and I think the tea houses would be a good place to start. The proprietors ought to be able to... strike down this hapless fool! Precisely, Kupo! The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless... Wait, who's getting struck down? Hold on a moment. It's a soul in need of aid. Ahem. What troubles you, good sir? Oh, turbulent tides take me. I am an art dealer from Uldar, you see, and I came to Kugane to sell a masterpiece I acquired in Eorzea. But nary a day before we arrived, we were engulfed by a terrible storm. We rocked and rolled, barely able to keep the ship from capsizing. And in the chaos, the crate containing my precious piece was cast into the roiling waves. That's terrible, Kupo. Is there any chance that it can be found? Assuming it wasn't dragged into the fathomless depth, the sailors tell me the crate has likely drifted into the Ruby Sea. Confederate waters. No one is willing to go and search for me. I believe it's your time to shine again, Chris. You can help this poor fellow, yes? Well acquainted with the pirates, you say? If you could speak with them about my crate, I would be grateful beyond words. All right. The Confederate pirates on Sakazuki keep a close watch of the nearby waters. If anyone has seen the crate in question, it would be them. All right, we want to go to Onokoro, if I remember right. Oh, I should have gone by way of Tamamizu instead. It would have been closer.
Yep.
Eh, well, I made my stupid choice, and now I have to live with it. But while we're flying, this is the level 88 quest?
Was that prior comment your,
What's that?
was that prior comment your life mantra? I've taken the stupid path, I'll have to follow it.
Not necessarily. I've just made a lot of stupid choices in my life. For those of you who did not hear Arya Stormborn's words, she said the stupid choice is sitting right next to me, which is
there a
wrong!
mirror right next to him? Because it's not. You're sure not saying you're the stupid.
I am.
Yeah, but you're not the stupid choice.
All right, now we're here.
Are we though?
Okay. Oh, if it isn't our friend Chris, what brings it back to these parts? Business with Rasho and Tanui, perhaps? Crate containing a piece of art. Matter of fact, we fished something like that out of the water not long ago. As you well know, the Ruby Sea's our territory. Anything the tides deliver to us is ours by right. Cannot just hand it over. But we owe so much to Chris. I haven't forgotten. That being the case, why don't we make it interesting and have a friendly contest for the crate? Challenge accepted. That's the spirit. We'll make it simple. Hunting ogre crabs. Both sides will get the same amount of bait. The person who can catch more crabs is the winner. All right then. Once you've used up your bait, bring the shells to me as proof. I'll be waiting. Perfect. Let the contest begin. Always in a rush, that one. You need only lay your bait by the shore and dispatch any ogre crabs that take it. When you've no bait left, come back and show me the shells you collected from your skills.
Well, I'm probably gonna log out. So y'all enjoy your streaming.
All right.
Have fun.
Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Aside from being far into the water, there is nary a hiding space for crabs at these. I'm not gonna scatter bait there. There are more than one in one area, or oh, here's a. One. Okay, I don't think there's any more in this area. Let's try over. There we go. Alright, there's one more place. That takes care of that. While I'm here, boom. Good night. Oh, you brought the shells. I'll take them off your hands then. And the winner is Chris. And it's not even close. Congratulations. Good show, Chris. I expected nothing less from you. I'm a man of my word, so the crate's yours. Though it was just a friendly game, it was a privilege to go up against you. I'll be sure to tell everyone about it. Yes, thank you for humoring us. I hope that crate is what the merchant is after. There he is. Ah, you all returned. Were you able to find my crate? Here you go. Oh, traders be praised. This is the very crate I lost, and it's still intact. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. Words fail to express my gratitude. It is impressive indeed that you could track down the crate. Excellent work, Chris. Remind me, what was in this crate again? A painting? After having been adrift for so long, I hope it hasn't been ruined. Judging by its condition, I want to believe that all is well, but let us see. Thank the traders. 'Tis unharmed. Now I thought I had packaged it excessively. Pluck my palm! That's one of Jen Cadillac's pieces, Gibbo! Oh, you have a keen eye. Indeed, this is the work of the traveling artist Jen Cadillac, painted in the winter of his years. I purchased it a few moons ago from a young lady who was his apprentice. Beruru? Kupo? I've been searching all over for her. Do you know where she is? Oh. She was a friend of yours, I take it? Please, tell me everything you know. Where you met, where she might be now. Everything! I don't know how to say this, but from what I heard, your friend has passed on. She had come to Uldar to sell a small trove of Genketalak's paintings. His works are extremely rare, so it caused quite a stir among the art dealers. Expensive though the pieces were, it didn't take long for her to sell them all, and once she had, she disappeared. Her belongings were apparently strewn about her inn-room, yet there was nary a sign of foul play. None have seen her since, and 'tis rumored she found a quiet place to end her life. No. I knew Genketalak's death left a void in her heart, but Beruru wouldn't have... She couldn't have... It's a rumor, nothing more. Don't know anything for certain. But... Forgive me. It was not my intent to cause you distress with these grim tidings. 'Twas because of them, in fact, that this piece failed to sell in Eorzea. Thus did I bring it all the way to the Far East, hoping to find a buyer here instead. Now, it isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. With that, I must take my leave of you and go meet with a prospective client. I'm sorry, Chris. You did well. You did. But if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while. Come on. Oh dear. We will be back with the next quest in just a moment. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. Watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. In a bit.